Well, hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to PlayFrame and welcome to Elden Ring, a very special co-op randomizer run of Elden Ring. I am joined, as always, by one of my favorite people in the world, Dan Jones. Dan, I don't know if there's... You and I have played a lot of things, and I don't know if there's ever a playthrough we've gone into with this level of giddy excitement.
I'm very giddy and excited. So yeah, I think this might be the most excited we've gone into one.
I think so. See, yeah, like Dan and I have co-opted through just about every FromSoft Soulsborne you can, except for Elden Ring. And another thing that we enjoy doing very much together is randomizers. So we kind of thought, why don't we do both? So this is going to be a randomized co-op run of Elden Ring, and we'll get into the details as we go. Just know that some things are going to be shuffled a little bit, and that'll be fun.
A little bit.
Just a little. Just a little bit. It'll be fine, though. So, new game. If you're wanting a story experience of Elden Ring, this is not the way to do it, by the way. So, highly recommend. If you don't want to play it yourself, I've got a full playthrough of the game that I just finished somewhat recently. By all means, go there, because this is going to be some weird Elden Ring. Now, what class do I wish to choose?
Yeah, it's a little remix of Elden Ring, if you will.
A little bit of a remix of Elden Ring. Some things will be different. That I can say with certainty. Let's go with Bandit. Got to start creating a character. Now, you might have already noticed some things are a little strange just looking at this setup over here. That's not Bandit gear. Nor is this hero gear. So this is the first thing that is randomized. All the gear on all of these starting classes has been quite randomized. And that's fun.
Oh.
It just occurred to me that, boy, like some of these are randomized with gear. I'm not sure. Can we even like equip and use all of these? Like, if we don't have the stats to use one of these weapons that has been randomly assigned to us, is it just unusable?
I believe everything we've got, we can equip. Like, if your character has it on that class, you can wield it.
That's a relief. That's good. Okay. So, Dan has done randomizer runs in Elden Ring at least a couple times at this point, and this is my first. Any advice for choosing a starting class going into one of these things, given the random assortment? What do you usually strategize around?
Honestly, it's like normally I'm, go for the wretch or the depraved, whatever, waste of skin. But this is totally like, if one of them has a fun looking weapon, pick that. Like,
gotcha.
That wins out over everything else in the rando, because it might be a bit where you get a fun weapon or something that you like. So you can at least kind of choose a little here at the start.
Gotcha.
The tough thing is, I'm having trouble picking my keepsake because I've got some really good options.
I should check that as well before even choosing a class. Keepsakes are also quite randomized, so let's see what we got here. The prosthesis wearer heirloom, neat. Iris of occultation, a fairly large golden rune item. Radon soldier ashes, fun. A storeroom key for second floor of Belharot. That won't be handy for a while. Sewer jail key, a boiled prawn, a raw meat dumpling, and beloved stardust. Yeah, this is actually, what, are you seeing the same items, or do you have a...
I'm actually seeing the same items, interesting enough.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think all of our stuff is going to be exactly the same in the randomization, so it's going to be neat seeing where there's overlap.
Yeah.
That's a tough pick, though.
I almost want to do the beloved stardust in case we dip into spells.
That's true. That's like,
because it would be really nice to get that early if we did happen to have a bunch of spells.
That's a good point. I do kind of like that. Because yeah, like
raise dexterity.
I was going to say, like, what sort of build type thing are you wanting to end up with? But it's a randomizer. We don't get to pick.
Yeah, we don't get it. It's going to be whatever we find that's fun. And we are like, we'll play with this.
Yeah, like the keys and such are cool, but they won't be useful for like half a game. I think Beloved Stardust actually makes a lot of sense as a pick. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I think I might do that. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Either that or the prosthesis wear, because up dex at the start would be nice.
Yeah, 5 dexterity way early on. That's going to be a big jump. What sort of weapons am I looking at here? Let's see. A glaive. Celebrant's rib rakes, dual wielding. That's ridiculous. Broadsword, pest glaive. Smith script axe. Oh, that's a throwing one.
Ooh, that's the throwing one.
That's tempting. I have to go with the astrologer to do it, but that's fine. I mean, that gets me a lot of intelligence for doing spells early.
Yeah, you could go spells.
It could go spells. Curved club with flame grant me strength. Could be nice. Roar of Rugali. Partisan. Beastman's curved sword. Also pretty good. Man.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the prosthesis where.
Oh, you're going with that one?
Because that's something I'll probably dip into at any point if I need some extra dex.
Yeah, like odds are pretty good that that's going to come in handy. That Celebrant skull. I don't know if I've ever seen that weapon before. It's bonkers. Also has pest threads, rejection, dragon communion seal. It's a hard pick.
Starting with pest threads, that's pretty nice. Actually, now that when you read that out, I was like, oh,
right. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to go, and it also starts out with just the maybe one of the most ridiculous weapons I've ever seen that I don't know how I've never seen in the game before.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice is like there's gonna be armor sets and weapons and shields and stuff that you're like, this is in the game, like. It's very fun.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I kind of like that. The pest threads early could be pretty handy.
Yeah, you going Confessor?
Club. I think so.
I think I'm gonna go warrior. The dual rib rakes.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if we were seeing the same loadouts for characters as well. Yeah. And that is pretty bonkers. Starting out with Smith's Drift Axe, starting out with throwing axes would be some fun silliness, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, and starting out with a heater shield, too, is actually really nice. 100 damage, like physical damage reduction.
Yeah, the heater shield's solid.
Yeah, okay, all right. That'll do it for me then, I think. Let's see, I do have my... character sort of figured out here. Let's load her up. Spend a little bit of time putting together our sleigh bell, which I'm very excited by. And okay. Get the name in. Dan and I have literally been looking forward to this since Elden Ring launched.
Yeah.
Over 2 years ago.
Oh, man.
The anticipation. All right. All set, I think, with my Confessor and Beloved Stardust. Let's get in there.
Let's do it.
Let's go. I will probably be skipping most cutscenes unless they're just ones that are cool that I want to see again. Again, if you want to see story, this is not the place. Summoning spirits. Oh, thank you. I should probably turn off that, go into the settings and turn off tutorials, because there's a lot of those early.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Better. And here we are. Our adventure begins.
Yeah, we got no time for story. We got time for sillies. That's what we got here.
We got a lot of time for sillies. And also a lot of game. This is gonna take us a while, I think.
Nah, it'll be like 1 or 2 episodes at top.
Yeah, maybe just like 3rd or 4th check we find. It's like, oh, it's the Elden Ring. We're done, guys.
There it is.
I found the Elden Ring.
The whole Elden Ring.
Nice and easy. So, for those of you who have never encountered a randomizer before, and I'm sure there's probably at least a few of you, they can do a lot of different things, but in this case, all of the game's items have been shuffled around to different locations in the game. So it's entirely random what stuff we will find where. And that is not the only thing which has been randomized, as you're about to see. Usually you're pounced by a scion here, a grafted scion. And this is not that. This is a grafted assassin. That's different. Hi. I wonder if I can beat you at level nothing. Probably not.
Just don't get hit.
I'm gonna have to... Yep, I have to... I have to two-hand this weapon to actually use it. Good thing I have a heater shield. I do 86 damage per hit. Gracious. Ah! Haha! Backstab for less than 200 damage. Take that. Okay. Yeah, that's to be expected. And here we are. And map found. So that was one nice setting we kind of gave ourselves here in this randomizer just to save ourselves a little bit of headache. We went ahead and got the map unlocked. Not Sites of Grace. We can't warp around willy-nilly, but now we can at least guaranteed see where we're going. Because, like, what a pain in the butt it would be if the check for, like, oh yeah, the map for this part of Limgrave is, like, way up inaccessible, or in the DLC somewhere. Like, could be a nuisance. I'm not going to go down in that tutorial cave yet, because that could go badly for me. But yes, as you've seen, in addition to all the items being randomized in their locations, enemies are as well. And I think that that's going to be good, because co-op in any Souls game tends to make it a good deal easier, usually. This, I think, is going to counterbalance that effect very nicely. As the more experienced randomizer player in Elden Ring, Dan, what can we expect? What does the first hour of an Elden Ring randomizer usually look like? Ooh, Spirit Clave.
I think a lot of the Elden Rings turns into run around and find some weapons that you like. And then once you find some gear that is actually kind of fun, then you kind of just want to start making progress and start doing as many important checks as you can, whether that be like, hey, let's go and clear out Stormvale, or, you know, go down south, clear out Castle Morn. But yeah, the big first thing is that weapon hunt. You just kind of want to find as many shinies as you can.
Makes a lot of sense. I am actually shocked to see that the enemy who has popped up for this like tree sentinel knight is not the usual one, but very close. Very surprising. So another thing you'll notice that has been randomized, and this is really just for funsies, equipment on NPCs has also been just entirely RNG'd, so looking a little silly, but fun.
Oh, yes.
Hi.
Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course.
Okay,
you
all right.
have
Well, we've spoken before. I'm gonna good chatting with you. Let me go ahead and park here. Because that's going to give us access to a lot of items that we need. You will probably not recognize these if you've never played Elden Ring. Well, this isn't even in the randomizer. This is the other mod that we've installed, which is going to make this go so much smoother. We're also running this with the Seamless Co-op mod, which, in my very limited experience testing this with Dan, is incredible.
It's so good. It's incredible. I love it.
It's bonkers how well this works. So if you've never seen this in action before, boy, do you have a treat in store for you. So some of these items I've just been given. Let's see. Tiny Great Pot. Open your world to wanderers. Effigy of Millennia. Join another world as a wanderer. Challenger's Linchpin. Join another world as a malicious wanderer. Separate self from others. Change rules between wanderers. Lots of tools specifically for this seamless co-op mod, which is Quite nice. So I am going to open my world to wanderers by using the tiny great pot. Open world to wanderers. And then we just kind of wait and see what happens. Because I don't really know what this looks like. Ha 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 ha!
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lady Jingle is here. You know, losing the silly hat actually makes a lot of sense. There we go. Okay.
I had to see Lady Jingle's beautiful face.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, this is going to be a grand time. So seamless co-op basically just makes co-op in Elden Ring work kind of like you would if co-op didn't exist in Souls games, and you were to imagine, okay, well, what would co-op in a Souls game look like if you didn't already have the preconceptions of just the kind of weird ways From makes co-op work? Well, it works like that. Now that Dan's in here, we can just run around everywhere, and he's never going to get sent home by beating bosses.
Yep,
it all just works.
It just works how you'd expect it to. We can just do whatever we want, and together,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
it works shockingly well.
Also, I've really bad news about these rake spears. They're awful. They're really bad.
That's unfortunate.
They do like no damage.
Let's go see if we can find some more.
Just gonna avoid that guy for now.
It's probably a good idea.
For now.
Yeah, because he looks like the guy maybe who was like outside Lindell, and that seems strong. All right, so here we are, and we've got a rune arc. That's not helpful.
So weirdly enough, I think when we re-randomize, we have the same seed now.
Oh, interesting.
Because
Okay.
you even said you got a spirit glaive in the cave, right?
Yeah,
I also did, and that was just
Oh.
a rune arc for me.
neat. Yeah, when we were testing this, we thought we had set it up this way to do it exactly like this, but Dan and I were just finding different items, which is also kind of fine. Like that's also kind of fun, but like I guess we just did it right this time.
Yeah, weird. I'm not sure what we changed, but hey, that makes it easier because now we don't have to worry about like one of us finding a key item and the other not.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. So there's some, you're probably noticing some additional options here with Collate, and Dan, you know better than me. What do these mean?
Okay, so purchase required item marker and the upgrade item marker. That will tell us are the required items would be stuff like the Academy Glintstone and the Volcano Manor drawing room. Those keys. And if we're ever at a point where we're like we're like out of checks, we don't know where to go or do something, you can activate one of those things. And you can it'll be usually like a level or two worth of runes. And I think it increases like the higher level you are. You pay Callie, and he'll put a marker on your map where something important is. And I think you can even like choose like, hey, give me a vague hint or give me an exact hint for more prices. And the upgrade item marker, I believe that will be like somber smithing stone bell bearings and stuff like that. Like I think that will
Nice.
point you in those directions.
Very cool. Yeah, which I love that functionality added to a randomizer, especially one this large.
Yeah, it's
Having a lead.
it's a nice little safety net thing once you're like, man, I don't want to go check every single little cave, and I've cleared out, all the big dungeons, so
Yeah.
it helps a lot.
Okay, yeah, that Spirit Glaive is definitely a little out of budget stats-wise at this time.
Also, important thing for you, one of the nice things about the randomizer
Yes.
is every merchant you come across, you can receive bell bearing. So you don't have to kill the merchants.
What is it?
And once you can do it at every merchant we come across, and then turn those in at the round table. So you'll have access to every merchant.
That's so nice. Yeah, I grabbed that just a minute ago, and yeah, I did not know that was going to be an option, and I love it.
Yeah. So it's such a nice quality of life thing because now we won't have to run around and hunt down merchants again. Or, kill them if we really needed it.
Yeah, now if we're killing a merchant, it's just for the love of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. We both rested. We're both here still, you might notice.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's head in this general direction.
We can just go anywhere, Dave. We can do anything we want.
It's wild how, I'm sure From has plenty of reasons that they still design these things. Hi, little guy. Why they still design things this way. But I love that this just works. I almost wish that they'd find a way to just make this sort of like an official option you could do.
Right. One of my, I remember right before the DLC came out and people were like, what's your not going to happen, but you wish would happen in the DLC? I'm like, seamless co-op to be implemented.
It'd be so nice.
Because man, once you do it once, you're like, this is what I thought it would be.
It's going to make this this is going to be a pretty different co-op run through of a Soulsborne for a lot of reasons, but the fact that we're not going to have to constantly be doing that, okay, putting is your summon sign down? All right, let me see if I can find you again, multiple times per episode. Man, that's going to be nice.
Oh, there's a
gracious. Yeah, no, that's for later.
Let's just not. What if we didn't?
This is their ruins now, and they can have it.
They can have those items.
We'll come back someday.
There's a lot of big flowers guarding these ruins.
Yeah, there's so many enemies in this ruins in particular that this is actually going to be a very dangerous place. Haha!
Aha!
Yeah, got it.
Excellent.
Let's rob the joint before the lobsters notice.
Before the lobster gets us.
Hey, nice. All right, so here's another thing that's very cool. If you want to grab that Grace Fire up there. So Lady Jingle has activated Gatefront. And now I, too, have access to Gatefront and can just warp there.
And now you're just here.
And I'm just here now. And
they used to also have a thing in the older where once one of you rested, you had to agree on it and then you would both rest. But now they actually did it so we can just freely warp about and we don't have to wait for the other. Because that was the one thing that was a bit of a pain because you had to wait for the queue to be okay, I can join now. And now we both warp. But
yeah,
man, they really they put so much work in it. It's so impressive. It's so impressive.
Yeah, knowing how complicated multiplayer, even just ignoring just all the netcode complexity and stuff like that, just multiplayer design and the engineering and getting the systems working, that they have figured out how to work around and work with what From built and make this experience and make it work this smoothly and do this I am actually kind of staggered that this works at all.
Yeah.
But all right, we're here now. So
should we?
Where do we go?
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably first get the ability to level, right?
That's a good idea.
Maybe
a little bit.
Want, a level or two.
So in this situation, who would Melina whose head would Melina be living in? If she has to choose one.
Maybe Sleigh Bell. Maybe she approaches Lady Jingle and Lady Jingle's not having it.
I am
just nope. Sort of nods over in Sleigh Bell's direction. Yeah, no, that tracks. Okay. Well, now we can, I believe. Nope, I'm wrong. Thought we had. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Now we can do that. And it's equipped. And I'm all mounted up.
And I'm mounted up.
Yeah! We can just both ride around.
Yeah, if you've ever played the, like, actual co-op, you can't use turret together. Like, neither of you can ride turret together.
Wow. Yeah, see, I've not even tried, like, conventional co-op in Elden Ring. Like, there's also, like, barriers in place, right? Like, if you summon somebody,
Yep.
like, there's invisible walls that go up that limit how far you can both wander from the space you summon somebody, right?
Yes. It's kind of like I want to say, like, quadrants of each major, like, area is kind of what it does for the overworld.
Okay.
And definitely the legacy dungeons work like normal Souls games.
That makes sense.
So, like, Stormveil would be like you have to go in and then summon, if memory serves. Oh, actually, I know what we should do.
Yeah, like...
We should say hi to a friend.
Oh, yeah. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, you're gonna know all the, like, low-hanging fruit out here. Huh, here's a shiny. A smithing stone. Oh, nice. So, yeah, like, you're talking to him, and I'm not seeing the dialogue, but the conversation is still happening, and the status in the world is changing. Cool.
An owl. Where do you want to go, Dan?
Goodness, we could go just about anywhere. Gracious. I'm still, like, it's throwing me for a loop seeing random enemies everywhere. Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, look.
Death bird?
The bridge boss.
It's exciting. Shiny here worth grabbing, probably. Dane's hat. Sweet. There's a lot. Ow.
I'm just gonna go.
I got Rot Essence Despair, though.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me see what that is. Because that's a new thing, I think.
That is a new thing.
Is that one of the seamless co-op mod additions?
Yes.
Okay.
So
let's see.
You'll read into it, but basically there's a, like, prevent, since as long as we're not locked into, like, an actual major boss or anything like that, if you die or I die, you'll just respawn and the other person still keeps playing. Like, I'm still just running around by that bridge.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go rest at a Gracefire.
And they do it to prevent you from, like, you standing in one spot, me going and dying repeatedly until, like, manage to kill a boss or enemy, you know, that we wouldn't have been able to fight normally or something like that.
Yeah, just clever. Okay. So now that I've rested, do I still have that thing? No, I don't. Awesome. So yeah. So is that just kind of like a stacking debuff then? Until you go and rest somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll get worse and worse the longer you go without resting.
Gotcha. It's a clever solution. Yikes.
That guy hurts.
Yeah. Is there any, like, do they scale the enemies at all from, like, DLC stuff or, like, late game stuff? Or is anything we encountered should we expect it to be at the power level it would be if we encountered it where it would have been in the game?
So there is a level of scaling that involves with stuff. So, like, this bird guy that is very strong right now for us, like, he is weakened, but he is still strong compared to your normal, like, enemy. So there's kind of, like, it feels just like an appropriate level of toughness kind of thing. So, like, if you see an enemy that you're like, okay, that's normally, like, something that could give me an issue, it'll still give you an issue.
Gotcha. Yeah. Shiny. Give.
Just robbing this cart real quick. Don't mind me, you know.
Well, got a second pair of Tialier's gloves, just in case I get these dirty.
Ooh. You wanna get that from the back. I'll try to distract.
Yeah, if you could. Gracious, that's a lot. Okay, yeah, these caravans are way scarier now that I think about it in the randomizer. Oh yeah, Sacred Tear, that's pretty good. Yeah, just a whole cavalcade of
Yeah, we just keep rolling.
terror back here. It's time to go.
Time to go. It is time to go.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Okay, so one thing that I like to do,
Yeah.
is, do you know those the like grave sites that are throughout the map?
Yeah, those have so many shinies, don't they?
Those are usually my like, okay, I'm gonna go here and just pick those all up real quick. So there's one right here.
I love how much randomizers change the way that you have to like think of the game and strategize and such. Smoldering shield, cool. Beast blood, a jar hat. Wow.
Oh yeah, the jar hat. You know we gotta wear the jar hat.
Nice. Oh man.
Boy.
Oh yeah, hey, cool. One of those already. So what's like a good strategy going into these sorts of things? Like, you want to run around and like find the weapons you need and stuff like that, but you do need to actually kill things to get levels and get stronger and all that. Like, do you just try to find like, okay, here's some enemies I think I could fight?
Kinda, yeah. There's also like a few spots on the world that I know are nice. So like, if we get some early bleed weapons, we can go visit Grail and kill the slumbering dragon that's there.
Oh yeah. What was that ring?
There was a trap in the bushes that like alerts all the people there. I didn't actually know there was one there. I don't think I've ever tripped that one.
I'd forgotten all about it. What's up here at the thingy? Prattling Pate, please help. It's a good find.
Ooh.
Smaller rune bear. And what is that one up there? Ooh, bandit mask. That's fun. Oh, that's a rot knight up there. Fun.
Just poke it.
The bear has found me. Bonk. Yeah, you have a lot of health.
I'm just gonna go rest because I realize I have no Estus. Crimson Tears.
Eh. Oh yeah, and we can use that Sacred Tear we just got.
Mm-hmm.
Random blue worm. Fingies. Yipes.
Oh, also the
Rat manning the ballista.
he's doing his best, you know?
Well trained.
The physics flask will always be in the same spot too. So that'll always
that's
be
nice.
in that one church.
Cool. Bump that up. All right. This is so cool. Like, it's just working. Like, hey, let's just both camp at the fire, get our stuff figured out. All right, let's resume.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. And a small pain in the butt to set up, but not the worst.
A little bit.
Hello there.
Irina, you're looking great.
You are. Good for you. Just kind of really get out of the house, figure out who you are. Thanks for the shoes.
Please give these shoes to my father. Okay. Will do. Oh, hey.
That's a little threatening.
They're just hanging out.
It's a weird little friend group over here, yeah.
Ooh, good armor, though.
Oh yeah, it is. Wow, that's the U armor.
I know it is. They made it for me.
Ooh, golden order seal and heal. Goodness, there's a lot of good stuff right here.
Some good stuff. Good stuff.
Run. Oh, yeah, these little pinatas probably worth. Do they always have? Nope. They have anything.
Yep, they can be anything.
Love it.
And the best thing is shops are all randomized too. So it's like,
that
oh
too.
man.
Well, what are they gonna have? It's like going to it's just like going to a succession of yard sales.
It really is. I love it.
Unfinished yet.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, definitely getting that sacred tier.
Yeah, that's a good one to get.
Ooh, the fingerprint armor is one of I love that armor set. It's so pretty.
Oh, that's a good set. Yeah, it is. Fleeting microcosm, a little expensive and outside of my intelligence by
Just a few points, probably, right?
a decimal point at least. But glintstone pebble for 10,000. That's more expensive than the fleeting microcosm.
Yeah, the prices aren't normal.
I guess it's the Ash of War as well, but still 600 for Sacred Order. It's not bad actually. Radon Spear. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be coming back to this guy. Well, no, we don't have to come back to this guy. We got the bell
you can
bearing.
just grab his bell bearing.
It's gonna take me several episodes, I think, to get acclimatized to this life.
Yeah.
Because I'm just remember it's oh right, yeah, no, I do have to I'm outside of my usual rhythm. So right, I do need to level. Leveling up is the thing that I can't I don't have the runes for it, but right, remember you do actually need to level sometimes.
Okay, so there's something silly up here with the randomizer that I think you'll enjoy.
Ooh.
Let's first get the turtle shield.
Oh
up
yeah.
here.
Yeah, let's get that.
Oh, that's really good.
Wow, yeah, that is.
It's a really good sword.
How much stat are we gonna need to hold that?
Yeah, I think it's got pretty high faith on it too.
Yeah, let's see.
19
oh yeah,
faith.
22 dex. Yeah, it'll be a little bit for that one.
Okay, so you know how when you go into one of these puzzles, you gotta find the 3 turtles.
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, they might not be turtles now, but they will be animals.
Oh, okay. I was about to say what.
So here's a little crab.
Here's a little crab. Aw. Let's go find another one. See if I can remember where they all are.
There's a sheep that started walking south.
Nice. No, wait. Yeah, there's going to be one here. Right? I think so.
Yeah, he's somewhere there, but he's invisible, right?
Right, and wandering a bit. Are the plant and foliage spawns, are those randomized as well? I feel like I'm seeing stuff all why are there eyes of yellow over here? Okay.
So all the crafting materials and stuff, those are all randomized. So even stuff like smithing stones that you would normally find in the caves, they're randomized. So the fun thing is, the invisible thing walked away. It was something that wasn't a turtle.
Could it have been a bird?
It just walked away. It could have been a bird. It could have been a bug.
Oh dear. Well, not getting in here for now. That's funny. Goodness.
Oh, wait, no, you actually hit it. You found it apparently when you were standing there the first time.
Nice.
Nice. You actually found it. That's great.
It's good. And now we can go in here and hide. Because goodness, that's a lot of stuff out there.
It's just a few little big boys.
Climb. So you can change a lot of things. There's a lot of customization you can do in the randomizer mod itself, which is also pretty incredible. So our larger goal, like what are the big like finds we need to get, and like what are the things we ultimately need to do? What's our larger big picture goal?
Okay. So big picture goal is to get into the final boss.
Yes.
We need all 7 great runes. So all the, they could be anywhere, but we need all 7 of them to get in. Some things that we need prior to doing that is to get into the capital city, to get in Lanedell, we need 2. To get into the mountaintops of giants, we need 4. And finally, in the DLC, to get into Enir Ilum, or the final zone, normally you would use Mesmer's Flame, right, on that tree, and that would gain you access to it. You still do that, but Mesmer's Flame is now broken into 20 parts, and we need 10 of them to gain access.
That's such a cool idea. I love that addition.
So, it could be nice, and it could be like, hey, here's the 7 great runes in Limgrave. We could get a seed like that, but chances are it's not going to do that. And, we'll have to just be thorough and check around stuff. And there's a lot of guys.
Yeah, this is a pretty nasty field.
But one of them, I think, drops an item, because normally there's that, like, boss, right? Or mini.
Yeah, there's...
Slightly tougher guy.
Yeah. I'm doing 35 damage to this spider scorpion.
Yeah, I'm not...
With that bonk.
Maybe we come back.
This might... Yeah.
Maybe we...
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
We just turn around. They did like my full health in one hit, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. So this is how co-op is not going to make tons of difference to difficulty, I don't think, this time. I think it's going to actually be very hard and challenging. Maybe sometimes randomly easier, maybe, when we're lucky, but a lot of the time, life's going to be tricky out here, and we're going to have to figure out the places we can go and actually put a dent in some enemies and get some runes and level up and get the stuff we need.
Yeah.
But I love this because it means that you and I can play a game that we've both played and are quite familiar with, but while at the same time not having any idea where to look for everything. Like, it's all still going to be kind of new and a mystery. That's very exciting to me.
I love randomizers. I love them.
I do too.
So, like we saw here with this wonderful merchant, that just reminded me, as other than looking for those tombstones, a great thing to do at the start is just to go find a few merchants, so we can
let's do that.
See if there's any easy things to do. So there's 2 out here, right, that we can go.
Yeah. Yeah, Limgrave's got like a lot of merchants all over the place.
Yeah. And then honestly, if we really want, we can just like even continue into Liurnia and check all those merchants and stuff like that.
That's true.
It's kind of just play by ear, and whatever. It's like Elden Ring, like whatever strikes your fancy in the moment, we can just go do it.
Yeah, like of all the FromSoft games, this seems like the one that lends itself to randomization best of all by a wide margin.
Oh yeah. I remember doing the other Souls games, and it's like, oh, you didn't have anything good? Well, too bad. You have to get through this other boss before you get more checks, because that's how they work.
Yeah.
We weren't spoiled with open world Souls games yet.
Takes so many bops. Take these guys out. Okay, that's a Mausoleum Knight. I should maybe just go.
Ooh.
Are you down in the...
Golden Seed down there.
Ooh, yeah, I better go down there then.
Yeah.
That's gonna be useful. Ow.
Oh, hi.
Now, I know some of you watching this will be a little disappointed that invasion and Dan hunting is less viable this time around. I should mention, it's not impossible. Like, the seamless co-op mod it didn't always allow for invasion. They have built that functionality in now, and we could set it up to where it might work. I am still not sure we're going to, in part because, like, it is a real headache modding your Elden Ring game to get it working like this, and then in order to keep it working, you have to you'll have to not update Elden Ring again for basically until you've decided you're ready to not participate in this playthrough in any way anymore. So, and also I think that this randomizer is going to add enough challenge as it is.
Ooh. But that's the FIA quest item.
Nice. You seem a lot more effective than me right now.
Trying. Okay, so one thing to be aware of is
yes.
Which, oh my gosh, this guy's range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a ball.
Hey, a ball.
Is remembering what enemies give drops. And I don't mean like random drops, like a set, like, oh, I killed this one enemy and he always gives you this drop, right?
Yeah.
A big part of the randomizer is remembering that kind of stuff.
Oh, ow. Ow.
How'd that was going well.
So, like, there's specific enemies that, like, in the, like, when you fight them, they always drop a thing, and those same enemies are gonna still drop a thing and have that check in, yeah. So you gotta, okay.
So, like, that Nox, like, priestess that we killed that got the weather dagger from, that was the big, like, Queen Maggie demi-human that was normally there.
Oh, cool.
So, like, you can tell in their, like, starting position, like, if you go up into a place and you're like, okay, I know the enemy that stands here drops a thing, and it'll just be a different enemy, you can, like, try to use that as a gauge. One of the things that's, like, you know when you go to the depths, and there's that one cave full of the giant, like, queen ants, and they all drop Newman rooms?
Yeah.
Like, knowing that, when you go to that cave, you're like, okay, I just want to kill every enemy in here because a bunch of them drop items.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not a case where, like, those ants are now scattered all around the world and they'll still all drop a thing, but you got to find where those ants are. It's the case that whatever's replaced those ants is going to drop something. Gotcha. Yeah. Good to know.
So, like, I think even, like, this ball as an example, I think when you kill the ball, you get, like, a larva tier, right? Or something. If we kill this ball, we're just going to get runes. Like, it's just a normal enemy.
I gotcha.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh, that's not a nice enemy just there. I don't... No.
Yeah, no, I also found one that was not nice. You know, the big, enormous ghost skeletons that pop out of the ground outside Moog's place?
Oh, I found this one from the DLC, the dancers. That just walked up on me.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough this early on. We should leave.
I'm gonna just go up here to the Oh, did you get that one that's by the ball?
The item? Yeah, it was Raya's necklace, I think.
Yeah, okay. It was like, it's a good one. Good one to grab.
Yeah. I've got 2 of these debuffs now. I should probably actually rest at a thing. This is a perfect place for it. I love that one of us grabbing one of these Grace Fires means we both have it. That's so cool.
It's so nice. I think I got a golden seed to use too.
Yeah. Hi, Melina. I mean, I'll talk to you, but hi.
Spoken echoes linger here.
It's
Words of
a small thing, but it's honestly just wild seeing 3 people, like you, me, and also Melina just parked at the Grace Fire hanging out. Like, that's kind of nice, actually.
Right?
In Marika's then return
okay, but
strong.
Melina, wrap it up. We got stuff to do, but thank you.
We got stuff to do.
It's checks everywhere. Highland attire. Ooh. What sort of goodies we got hanging out here in the graveyard?
I just had one little, like, level 4 rune in there. Gold rune.
Vagabond Knight Greaves over in this one. Yeah, that's about all I'm seeing here.
Gotta get those pants.
Gotta get them pants. Okay, I do gotta find a weapon I'm happy with and start leveling up a bit so I can actually start doing damage to things.
Yeah. It's usually a good chunk of time, I feel, for the randomizer to start before you're like, okay, now I can actually play and progress the game.
That makes some sense. It's like you can invest that time early on, but you could probably just do it a lot more efficiently by running around and finding some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even just finding a bunch of random, like, happening to find a bunch of random soul items around will give you a big head start.
Yeah.
Where are you running off to now?
I'm in the underground thing that was by those little ruins.
Oh, nice. I love that I can see you on my mini-map. That's on the compass, rather. That's so nice.
Ooh, smithing stone 1 is the winged scythe, I think, chest.
Ooh, dancer's hood. Nice.
Hoping for a weapon, you know?
Yeah, weapons would be good. I'll take stock of what I've picked up, but I don't think I can use most of it yet.
Yeah, I don't think I really have any. Yeah, Letta's sword is pretty much the only good thing I got.
Finding a lantern's going to be nice. It's nice that we can go back to wondering when we're finally going to get a lantern pickup in our randomizer runs.
You know, that is nice. Well, I think one of the shops should guaranteed have it. I'm not positive on that, but I think I usually still see them in the shops.
That's good. Hello, wandering mausoleum.
Boom.
I'll grab this one. Oh, you already grabbed it. Then I'll grab this. Dexterity, not crystal tier.
Not so useful item. A dragonfly head down there. Yippee.
Ooh.
Oh, so one thing that is an absolute chaotic mess, and I've never actually dealt with it, is, you know, the coast
Yipes.
that's full of all those little guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all randomized now, so
That's really funny.
you can just get in close, you can kind of see the mess that's out there.
Oh boy, yeah. That's very scary.
Yeah. There are shinies out there, so if we want, we could run through it, but let's get the merchant maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Merchant Gracefire. First things first. What you got, friend? What are you selling?
Oh, hey.
I love that even just one of us grabbing the bell bearing gets it for both of us, too.
Oh, is that how it works? Because I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah, like I've had the bell bearing even before I said hi to him. Yeah, there's our lantern. If you got the runes for it. What are the rules for... Yeah, what are the rules for Spirit Ashes, then, in Seamless Co-op? Do they still stick to their old rules?
I believe they stick to their same rules. So anywhere you can summon them, you can still normally summon them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Have a safe journey.
Thank you. Do you have a build direction you are hoping works out for you? I'm curious.
I don't really have anything in mind, to be honest. I think it's just gonna be kind of when I find something fun. You know, honestly, part of me was like, we picked up that lettuce sword, and I'm like, I just used that in one of my previous ones, so I'm like, I don't think I'm allowed to play it again. It's just such a fun sword. So yeah, I think just kind of whatever strikes my fancy in the moment.
I like that idea. Well, we're almost at a great point for wrapping up in episode 1. Why don't we charge on to the Death Beach and see what we can find?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's find some shinies.
Okay, so I think towards that the Iron Virgin, I think that's where the 2 shinies are.
Okay.
There might be one by this dragon.
Let's see.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Wow.
It's a mess.
Yeah, that's real. That's a lot all at once. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, it's Onyx Lord's Greatsword. It's a good one, too.
Okay, all right. Well, that's worth running in for.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
We can do it. Besides, they have all my rooms. All 300 something of them.
Oh, and there's something on the coast over here. Is it worth it? Golden Rune 5 is
That ain't bad.
over here.
This early on, that's pretty good.
So, the DLC added some
Yes.
fun new things to randomize. You remember those little like onyx
Ow.
guys, the balls that are normally like very peaceful and don't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, they shoot. Some of them shoot.
The ones
now.
that snipe when they show up.
Oh no.
That's a bit of an issue because
I didn't consider that.
they're mean.
Yeah, well, what are some of the other enemies that, as soon as you take them out of their environment they were designed around, suddenly turn into nightmares? Because I imagine there's quite a few.
You know that one knight in Castle Sol who can like teleport wherever he wants?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's a scary one to come across. The leech guys, not so much the ones that just cast the normal magic, like they're still obnoxious and powerful. More so the ones that hit you with the purple beam that knock you off torrent,
Oh, yeah.
because they have like basically infinite range. They're scary.
Yikes.
They'll jump scare you out of nowhere.
Yeah, like a bell-bearing hunter guy could just show up anywhere, couldn't he? Or do they work special?
He could in theory. I don't know if he's classified. I don't know if one of them is classified as a normal enemy at any point for the bell-bearing hunters, because I think they're all counted as bosses.
That makes sense. But so they could be in any boss room then.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So, but the thing is, there are some enemies that are bosses that you do encounter as normal enemies, right? So, like,
Right, yeah.
Godskin Noble, that one you fight on the bridge, isn't a boss. So he could be an enemy just anywhere.
Okay.
And
Yikes.
multiple, you know.
Oh, this is gonna be a good time. How's it going over there? I feel like
I got a little bit.
yeah.
So I'm trying to get back my 300 runes that are very precious to me. One thing that I always want to keep an eye out for is, you know, Midra's boss fight?
Yeah.
His first phase, the little guy with the sword still in him,
Yeah.
he's a random enemy. So he'll be
Ooh.
somewhere, and I haven't found him before in a seed, but I want to find him.
Ooh, just a little rare spawn, a shiny.
Yeah, he's a shiny hollow.
What are those? What were the? Oh, why the enemies suddenly disappear?
Oh, I rested, so they all reset.
Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Cool. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that edge case yet. What were those weird little enemies that could show up super randomly in Dark Souls 1? Like
Oh, the vagrants.
vagrants,
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Those guys, like, it's so neat seeing them, and then in the randomizer you get them like all over the place
Yeah, that makes sense.
because you never get to see them normally. Okay, I have returned my runes successfully.
Yeah, I think I have as well, and gotten everything off of the beach. The mission complete. Boy, this is going to be a grand old time. I'm excited to finally do this, man.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. I'm so excited we're finally doing it.
It's going to be a delight. But we will return next week with some more running around trying to find weapons and stuff. What sort of gestures do I have? Spread out, cross legs, Ring of Mikola, Extreme Repentance. I have a wave. That's good. That'll be helpful. See you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.